everyone, Ashley here. Happy January. We made it in 5 days. That's great. This video today is going to be about my weekly melting basket and empties. And once again, I know it's Wednesday, but you know, the holidays, New Year's, taking down the Christmas stuff, life, work, etc. But I'm filming it now and it's going to be good. So let's go ahead and dump out all the goodies in here this week. I try to put a good bit of a variety of items in here. Different wax I haven't melted in a long time, and some more of the Super Tarts Advent Christmas calendar that I've been really slow to melt because I didn't chop it for a long time. You know that if you watch another one of the last week or the week before, I can't remember when I talked about it, I didn't chop up the wax on time. But first of all, let's just go ahead and do, it's weird because some of these, I'll just do, this is what the Super Tarts Advent Calendar scents look like. They're in these little bags. I'll do all of those last because some of the scents I used up and others I have some left because they were so good I didn't want to use them all at one time. But I'll do those last. And I think I'm going to go ahead and do the empties first because I have about an equal amount of empties and a melting basket items. So I'm just going to move my tripod one little bit there. Okay, perfect. First scent of the empties, guys. We'll start with a bright and summery one. This is Coppertone Orange Sherbet Exotic Coconut. Now, this one, I loved this. I bought this earlier this, well, I have to say last year because it's a new year now. I bought this in spring or summer of 2021 from L3. I didn't say it, I'm sorry. This is Coppertone Dominant, which is, you know, sunscreen, suntan lotion, whatever you want to call it. And Exotic Coconut, this is the dupe to a Bath & Body Works scent from years ago that they will never bring out of the vault, it seems like, mixed with a little bit of orange sherbet. I don't particularly pick up orange sherbet, but it also might complement the Coppertone so well, my brain just can't pick it out. But this lasts all day. This throws, you know, 8 or a 9 in my opinion. This is a great, makes you think like you're by the pool with a drink in your hand if you do that, and just nice warm weather that isn't what's happening outside now where I am, which is rain and snow. So this one, I would absolutely buy this again. I think I've even seen this type of blend but mixed with chlorine instead of Coppertone, and I'm pretty sure that would be pretty good too because I like these summery suntan smelling wax. And I will say there are some sunscreen suntan lotion waxes that are too strong for me, and I think that this one is perfect. This one was blended very well. So if you like things like this, give this a try next time it's offered. If you see it, I hope you get enjoyment from it if you give it a try. Next, this is a sample from GG Scented Adventures. This is Chocolate Chip Brownie. And this I melted in my office when I was working, and it was just a chocolate scent to me. And sometimes I don't like chocolate and wax all the time because I feel it's either too artificial or it's not strong enough. And so I don't buy like hot chocolate or hot fudge or even chocolate chip really, but I got this as a sample and it was okay. I don't think I would buy this particular scent just because I'm not a super fan of chocolate in candles and wax. But this did have a nice throw, and it did last a long time, I will say that. So performance wise it was great. I just personally did not like the scent of it, but it doesn't mean that other people out there don't enjoy it. And if you like chocolate in your wax and candles, great. I'm happy that you're getting happiness from it. I just can't, I'm picky with it. We'll leave it at that. Okay, this is GG Scented Adventures in Volcano, which is a dupe for the, I think it's Capri Blue, the candle. I think that's what it is. This was the bag. I don't have a, yeah, maybe I don't have, Oh, yes, I do. This is the 2-pack sample of GG Scented Adventures. It's what they come in. But the bag that this was in ripped, so I put it in this poly zip bag. So anyways, back to this one. This was a beautiful scent. And if you know the candle, this one was pretty much spot on. It smelled like I had smelled it before. Like where I've smelled it before. Where I get my hair done, the old place where I used to go, my hair girl, I don't quite know what to call her. She's my friend, but she switched shops, and her old shop, they used to burn this candle all the time. So this kind of brought back memories of being there and spending several hours every couple of months there. And this one had a beautiful throw. It was nice. It performed well, and it was spot on for the actual, item that it's trying to replicate. So I would buy this one again. Good job on that one. Next, we have Sassy Girl Aroma, Starbucks coffee, or, Star asterisk coffee. The notes on this guy are Colombian coffee with hints of buttery caramel and a splash of whipped cream. Now, to me, this just smelled like a strong, rich cup of coffee. And I don't want to say that I necessarily picked up on the caramel. There was a little something extra added into the coffee. It's kind of like, if you're a coffee drinker, sometimes they have infused beans with different flavors, like hazelnut or amaretto or Irish cream, something like that. This was just a strong cup of coffee. And I like this. I would buy this again. That said, there are a ton of other coffee scents out there in the wax world, and I like this, but I would like to try something else before I repurchase this. But if you're looking for a simple cup of coffee with just a little bit of something, I dare say buttery. I mean, Julie used that term on here to describe it. It's coffee amped up a little bit. That's the best way I can describe that one. Okay, next we have Sweetie Pie from L3. And I'm pretty sure this is available right now in her pre-order. I think, well, yeah, Jen has a pre-order going on right now. I'm pretty sure this is in it. And this is her circus animal cookie, frosted animal circus cookie, I think it's called, Monster Jam, and something else. I can't remember the last note of this. This was okay to me. I wanted it to be stronger, but it is a frosted animal cookie scent. I just personally wanted I wanted more from it. I wanted more of a stronger scent. I have had another blend that doesn't necessarily have Sweetie Pie in it, because this is a blend on its own, but it's just had the circus animal cookie or frosted animal cookie. I think it's frosted animal cookie, and it was great. I love that. So I would give this a try. This is a little on the lighter side and to my nose in the animal cookie arena. But it was a nice scent. I just wanted something stronger. Next we have Blueberry Pecan Oatmeal Cookies from Rose Girls. Now, this one, I've talked about this one before in previous melting basket videos. I finally finished this one up, and I was a little sad when this was all gone, because this was a beautiful scent. And this was pecan dominant mixed with oatmeal cookie and all those spices that go into oatmeal cookies. A little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of nutmeg. And blueberry was in the background, but it was enough in here to where it's a very unique scent. Unique in that it's a yummy, delicious pecan oatmeal blueberry scent. Not unique as in, oh, it's something I've never smelled before. I mean, this is a nostalgic scent, I think, for a lot of people. I've never had blueberry oatmeal cookies before, but it doesn't mean they're not out there in the world somewhere. But I would definitely buy this one again. It's a nice bakery, and it's different from anything I've smelled before in bakery. And my opinion about bakery is I love bakery stuff, and I know a lot of us out there do. Sometimes it's nice to smell a new bakery scent versus some of the ones that can get monotonous over a period of time. That's my opinion on that one. A few more empties here. Okay, this one is another sample from GG Scented Adventures. This one was Praline Pecan Cobbler in a little sample bag here. Now, this was delicious. I melted this one in my office, and I remember would, you know, go downstairs to get a drink or, you know, go to the bathroom or something, and I would come back in and I would say, it smells great in here, like it smells good. And these were all beautifully blended together. I didn't smell more praline than pecan or more cobbler, you know, that crusty, doughy scent. Everything was just mixed perfectly, and it was just a beautiful bakery scent that filled the air. I liked that one. We'll keep with Gigi. I finished up this pack. This is her strawberry zucchini bread, which this one was her zucchini bread, which is very strong. I mean, it's a spicy zucchini bread like most of the ones out there. I personally love the creamier zucchini breads, but I also like the spicy zucchini breads. I just don't melt them as often because I like to mix the spicier zucchini breads with something just to tone that down a little bit, because it can get a little sharp sometimes depending on a lot of factors, but you guys know what affects scent and throw and all those things. But this one, I couldn't necessarily tell this was blueberry. Blueberry, man, it's been a long day. I was busy at work all day, so forgive me. I couldn't necessarily tell this was strawberry, but I knew there was a fruit mixed in with this zucchini bread. That said, I would buy this again in a larger size, and I would like to put it throughout my home so I could get it from the bedroom where I am and the bathroom, which is on this other side of me, and in my office to where it can go down the stairs, and I can have it in my kitchen, you know, downstairs. I only have 5 warmers in my home, so sometimes I like to fill every warmer with the same scent, and sometimes I keep the upstairs the same, sometimes I keep the bed and bath the same. It just depends on what I'm melting and how strong of a scent that is. But since zucchini bread, especially Gigi's version, is a stronger scent, I would like more to melt throughout my whole home. Next is David S. Pumpkins from Vintage Chic. These notes are caramelized pralines, cupcakes at Tiffany's, and creamy pumpkin. I melted this. This was a pumpkin shape in here. I got this in the fall Halloween mystery box that I ordered from Kirby. This was a pumpkin that I cut in half and I split it downstairs in my kitchen. And this was just a creamy pumpkin scent with a little bit of praline. I like this, but there are other scents out there that I like a little bit more. If I found this again or got this again in a mystery box, I wouldn't be sad. I just don't know if I would purchase this particular blend again, because I think there are ones out there that's more suited for my nose. But I can tell that's a popular one because it has cupcakes at Tiffany's, which everybody goes goo-goo for. So that's a nice scent. I don't know if I would buy it right away again. Next is Melted Mousse, and this is Elfia. These notes are Christmas eggnog, snickerdoodle cookies, and gooey marshmallows. Now, I do have a video up of the Melted Mousse Christmas box, which I had never bought the Melted Mousse before. This was my first time experiencing Jackie's Wax, and these were in little miniature gingerbread men. And I put these in my kitchen because they were perfect for the kitchen. And I found myself, they weren't overpowering in throw. I wanted more throw from these. I had a hard time smelling these unless I was right up on top of them. And some of these scents are light. Snickerdoodle's light. Marshmallow, of course, is a light scent naturally. And eggnog. And I don't think this was spiked eggnog. I think this was just regular traditional eggnog with a touch of nutmeg in it. I liked this. I wish it performed a little bit stronger for me. But I know that a lot of people out there love Melted Mousse, and I will try more of her wax. And I haven't had an opportunity to buy, and you know, I was one of the lucky ones who got the Christmas box, but I haven't had a chance to buy any more of her staple scents or any of her original blends to really try out the whole entire brand to see if maybe it was just this batch or something like that. Okay, that's all the empties, guys. So let's go ahead and do the melting basket. I just have a handful of items today here. Okay, Rose Girls, Spruce Willis. Now, I got this, and this is a cologne pine scent to my nose. And even my husband confirmed that, because I asked him one day, I had this and I had another one of her pine blends. I think it was Deck the Halls. And I asked my husband, which one do you want me to melt? Deck the Halls or Spruce Willis? And he said, Spruce Willis, just because of the name. So this was a nice, I melted this downstairs in the kitchen. And this was a nice scent. And I want to say that this doesn't have to necessarily be melted in the winter, because even though there's pine in this, pine is a nice fresh scent that can, you know, uplift the space, in my opinion, and just break up the monotony sometimes if we get in a bakery rut or a fruit rut, or we don't know what we want to melt. This is a perfect guy for that. This is cologne with pine, but they're mixed perfectly, probably half and half, I would say. This is a popular blend. I was so happy I was able to get a bag of this. I really enjoy this, and I know there's a lot of fans out there that do too. Next guy, we have, this is L3, I'll Get You My Pretty. And this was, I bought this in early fall, or one of the fall restocks from L3 last fall. And these notes are, the bag is smudged down here, so I think what it says is, this blend is all green, baby. This was a take on the Wicked Witch of the West from Wizard of Oz. Pistachio macaroon with a pistachio coconut fluff center. I think that's what this says. And I didn't go on L3, of course, to look up the notes before I did this video, because I always say I'm going to do it and then I never do it. But this one, I melted this one next to my bed. And I don't know, I love pistachio. You know, if you've been watching my videos, you know I adore pistachio. I can't get enough. I can melt it for the rest of my life. I grabbed this because it has pistachio in it. But that said, this blend, I don't know exactly what I'm smelling. It's not pistachio. It might be the macaron component, and I don't smell outright coconut either. I melted this next to my bed, and it kind of is, it's different. It's different. And I only melted 1 cube of this, and as you can see, this was a bitty bitty loaf, so I'll have to melt more of this. But right now, this might be a one and done for me, because it's strange to me. But it's rare that I find a strange blend from L3, because Jen does an amazing job with her creativity and her blending powers. And this one, it might just be me, which who knows. If anybody out there has melted this, please tell me what you think about this one, because I'm still up in the air. But I still wanted to talk about this one because, you know, I melted this one. I wanted to give it its fair shot, and I'm going to continue to try that in the future and get back to it. Next we have, this is Jim's Daughter Crafts. This is Fruity Pebbles type, and it's just like a sweet bowl of fruity cereal. And this, of course, you know, is Fruity Pebbles. And I think Fruity Pebbles and Fruit Loops smell similar. I think Fruit Loops is much more stronger, and I prefer Fruit Loops. But I grabbed this last year. This was poured in March of last year. I haven't bought from Jim's Daughters. This is Michelle from Virginia. I haven't bought from this vendor in a while because I had to take a break from some vendors, and this was one that I took a break from. But I grabbed this one because I think I melted this one the day after Christmas. I didn't want to melt a Christmas scent per se, or a holiday scent, and I just wanted something fresh and clean and fruity, and this was it. So I like this one. It's just a single oil, nothing, no special blend or special take on it. This was a good one. I like that one. Okay, next we have, this one is decadent and I love it. This, I had to smell it again because it's delicious. This is Rose Girl's Strawberry Pound Cake Fluff Puffs. Now, this, I'm not a strawberry pound cake person. I know there's a ton of you out there that love it and gravitate to it and want more. I think it smells good, and it's fine, it's great, it's yummy, but I'm not one that I'd take a pistachio or a cranberry or a fresh scent over strawberry pound cake. My nose thinks strawberry is kind of weak unless it's a really strong strawberry oil, kind of like L3's Aunt's Jams Jelly Rolls, or Rose Girls Strawberry Jam. Those are strong scents. This strawberry pound cake, you know, with the cake component tones all that down. But that being said, this is delicious, gorgeous. I want to eat this even though I know I can't. The Fluff Puffs, I have yet to snag a plain bag of Fluff Puffs to know if I'm smelling the Fluff Puffs dominant mixed with the strawberry pound cake. But I haven't seen this offered in a plain bag since I got this sample. I think it was, the train's going to go by, guys, so if you hear it in the background, that's what's happening here. I haven't seen this offered plain, and if I do, I'm going to grab like 3 bags of it because I melted one little square in my office because I'm hoarding this. I love this. It's so delicious. It's like nothing I've ever smelled before. And I'll leave it at that. That's a good one. Next, we have, on Wednesdays, we wear pink. This was part of the L3, today is October 3rd sampler that was offered, I think, springish last year. I think it was springish. This is pink frosted animal cookies, and today is October 3rd. Now, I love today is October 3rd. That's a Palo Santo sugar cookie and marshmallow, I think. I think those are the 3 that make up October 3rd. But this one is just a muted down version of today is October 3rd with a little bit extra cookie scent. This one wasn't overwhelming to me, but I know it's popular. People request this one all the time. And if you're a fan of this, I'm happy for you. I wish it was stronger. That's my opinion on that one. Let's stick with L3. I have one more here. Freya. I think this is cucumber something water. I looked at the notes and it's something simple, but this one, I melted this in my bathroom and I wanted just a fresh scent, and this is a beautiful fresh scent. It's a little on the weaker side, but it still lets you know it's there. And this one, I would buy this in probably a baby loaf. I like the little loaves just because sometimes this was a 2-pack tart. I got this in the pre-order that Jen did last year for the Try Me 2-pack tarts for people who hadn't smelled some of these scents before. And it was so perfect for me because at that time I was relatively newer to L3 and I hadn't had a chance to go crazy smelling the thousands of scents that she seems to have. This one is a cucumber water blend, and it's great. It's nice and fresh and kind of like, it reminds me of spa water. If you've ever had the cucumber water at a spa, or a little bit of the orange with cucumber infusion water, that is spot on for it. To my nose. Next we have, this is Empire Alchemy. Now, my friend Vivian sent me this to try because I had never tried Empire Alchemy before, and they're on my list to buy from in the near future because I love unique blends. This one is cardamom steeped milk, espresso, vanilla bean, and coconut shortbread. This, I chopped, these were 2 little like round waffles, and I chopped this down and I melted this in my bathroom where I am right now. And guys, this is so delicious and beautiful. And when I smell it on cold, I get coconut vanilla. This kind of reminds me of the coconut vanilla soap from Bath & Body Works on cold. But when I warmed it, the shortbread and the espresso came alive. And this lasted a long time. I think I had this in up to 7 hours or something. And it just lingered in the air and it was delicious. And I'm so thankful that Vivian sent me this to try this, because that's how we, try out other vendors, is somebody talks about it, or we're given a sample to try, or a product to try. And so thank you, Vivian, for sending me this. I love this. I will be trying Empire Alchemy in the future. And if any of you like this brand, like this vendor, tell me what some of your must-have scents are, please, because I'm always, when I'm new to a vendor, like all of us, I don't know where to start, which ones are great. So help me out here if you know of anything. Next, we have Rose Girls Cranberry Cookie Land. I'm melting this one slowly because I don't think this one's for me. This one, I don't smell Cookie Land at all. It's cranberry. It's more like a cranberry marmalade, actually. I don't know what oil that Jenny used for this, but I don't think this one is for me. It's it's a little too artificial for me. But if you're one that loves this, I'm happy that it's making you happy, because this one I don't think I will rebuy. That's a one and done for me. But I love Rose Girls, so unfortunately this is one of, I can count on one hand of scents that I haven't enjoyed from her. Next we have, I just have a couple left here, guys. This is Whoville from Melted Mousse. And this scent is blue spruce, cotton candy frosting, candy canes, and sugar cookies. I smell this, and I smell candy canes mixed with a little bit of pine. Once again, it smells great on cold, but when I warmed it, I couldn't smell it. It fell flat. So I know when I reviewed the one a little earlier, I'm going to try some more of Jackie's staple scents or scents that she's poured time and time again. I am new to Melted Mousse, so I can't say that, oh, this is definitely not what it's supposed to smell like kind of thing. I'm struggling with getting performance from this particular Christmas box. So, but this was a cute little baby pie. It had a reindeer in the middle of it, and it's cute. And I like this on cold. It smells good on cold, but when I warm it up, it's just not there. So, but I will give Jackie a try again, because I know there's a lot of fans out there that love her wax. Finally, Sassys holiday cookie tray. And this is the smorgasbord of cookie trays with your sweet buttercream caramel, almond, orange, sugar cookie, coconut shavings, vanilla icing, vanilla cream, and milk. A little bit of everything. I talked about this guy last time. I melted another 2 cubes in my office when I was working. And I still get buttercream from this as the dominant, with a background of coconut, touch of caramel, and vanilla. I love this. I'm probably not going to melt this much more this winter, because I want to keep it for maybe in the middle of summer when it's hotter than hell outside and I want to think I'm at Christmas time with cookies. So I have these Super Tarts. I know this is a long video, but I've kind of went into detail a little bit more for some of these scents. So if you've made it this far, thanks so much. I appreciate it. I'll try to make these ones quick, but I will say this. This was my very first experience with Super Tarts. I've seen Super Tarts the last several months talked about in various wax groups, but I never bought from them. And I was convinced just from people talking about it, great reviews. I purchased a lot on her Wax Wednesday, which hasn't shipped yet. I don't even think it's done being poured. But I did grab a extra pour of the Advent calendar, because I thought, Advent calendars are wonderful. And I did buy L3's Advent calendar, which I'm going to be filming and posting a video of all 25 days of the L3 Advent calendar. So look for that if you're interested in all of those scents. But anyways, I wanted to give Super Tarts a try. Now, I have a couple more scents that I reviewed in past videos, and these are a handful of scents, and I have a few more to melt that I'm going to be doing a video of all these days. But these ones are very unique scents, but they smell incredible. I loved all of these scents. This first one is bergamot, honey, Christmas cookies, French baguette, and tonka. I melted this in my bathroom, and the honey just shines in this. And tonka, I love tonka bean in body products, and I love tonka bean in wax and candles. And this, when it comes to the honey is dominant on cold, and it just shines and blooms when it's warmed. The bergamot is just there in the background as a touch, and the Christmas cookies just rounds everything out. French baguette, I don't necessarily get the baguette scent, but it might be cookie and bread together. I'm not sure. This one was delicious, incredible. I love that. And I think that Super Tarts has some extra Christmas scents and scents from the Advent calendar that she's going to be pouring, taking, I think, pre-orders. I think I saw something like that. So if you're interested in any of those scents, check out her her website. I think it's going to open this weekend. Next scent is Clementine, Fresh Balsam, Strawberry, Moss, and Mallow. This one I melted in my office. I made it a point to melt most of these in my office where I work because I'm in there all day. I can really smell it. It's in my face, and I loved this one. I loved this one. The dominant note in this, believe it or not, is the moss to my nose. And moss and balsam. But the citrus component of the clementine accents this so beautifully. This is a gorgeous blend. Really good. It's a little bit of fresh, a little bit of fruit, a little bit of pine, and it is a beautiful, nice scent. I loved this one. I have a favorite out of all of these, and you'll probably figure that one out when I get to it, just because of how happy it makes me. But this one is peppermint, amber, musk, birch, plum, and citrus. This one I melted in my office also. I've said that before. I'm sorry. This is peppermint dominant, but it's peppermint and amber, musk mixed together, and it's just a nice scent. The birch is there to balance out the sweetness that you get from the peppermint, the plum, the citrus. This is a nice mint scent that's unexpected. It's not a straight peppermint, winter mint, spearmint, none of those things. This is an empty one. I think this was the first day, actually. This is spiced apple, orange, crayon jelly, pie crust, and vanilla bean. I melted this one in my kitchen, and this one is absolutely crayon jelly dominant with spiced apples and orange. This one is nice. This one was not one of my favorites, but it wasn't bad. There were a lot more unique scents that I hadn't smelled before. The blends were just perfect. And this one, it was good, but I have a little bit more that I like better. 2 more here, and then this video is done. Okay. This one, maple latte, peanut brittle, tres leche milk cake. This was delicious. I melted this in my office, which I've said before. This is maple, peanut brittle, about equal, with a quick undernote of latte mixed with cake. And tres leche cake is just 3 milk cake. It's sweetened condensed milk, and I think it's evaporated milk, and I can't remember the other milk that's in there. I might be wrong, but I know sweetened condensed milk is in there, absolutely. I'm not a maple person. Maple donuts to eat, I don't like. I don't like maple smells. It's too cloyingly sweet for me. But this was done beautifully. This is an immaculate scent. I really enjoyed this one. So, this must be my favorite one because I haven't talked about it yet. Actually, I don't know where that one went because it's not here. Maybe the bag is missing. Anyways, this is Ozone. Where did that one go? Oh, well. Maybe it's in the other room. I didn't grab it. It's okay. I'll talk about it next time. This is Ozone, Violet, Citrus Peel, Herbal Lavender, and Cedar. This one is a fresh scent. Absolutely fresh. I think Ozone and Cedar are the 2 dominant scents. Citrus Peel is in there too. You know, the second, I think the Ozone and the Cedar are dominant. Second that hits my nose is the Citrus Peel, and I can't necessarily smell lavender right now, so I don't know how that guy plays into here. But this one was a good scent too. I liked that one. And I have one more empty here that it was laying on the floor. This is a little wallflower of peppermint sugar cookie. This is in my guest bathroom, and this is crushed peppermint, vanilla extract, and creamy butter. And this one is a good one. It's not very strong in the bathroom, but I like this in candle form. It's pretty good. Okay guys, that's my weekly melting basket and empties video, and I hope you enjoyed this, and stay tuned for next week's version of the melting basket video. So have a good evening. Talk to you soon.